Good morning and welcome to another edition of Finn's Table Talk. I'm your host, Fish Tank Hank, and this is my co-host and wife, Kelly.
Good morning.
So, been a lot of big talk lately, as you know, Kelly, about this player and that player and who should Miami go after. Chris Grier got $42 million in cap space for free agents and signing rookies. So tomorrow, Monday, is free agency frenzy. So we're going to see some movement, and I'm starting to get real excited about it. How about you?
Absolutely. This is where a lot of the magic is starting to happen. You know, things you're expecting this, expecting that. The deals are being made behind the scenes, people talking, meeting. And there's so much talent that is just exploding onto the scene that's just getting cut loose, where I really feel we've got a couple of players we're going to pick up that are really going to clinch us to be a real contender in 2024 is what I'm looking at.
Yeah. Well, another thing that people were talking about is, should Miami do the 5th-year option? Well, or do you know, and that was a while back. That was before they actually picked it up. They picked it up now, and most people are happy, I'd say. And I did a poll on this, whether people are happy or not. And Tua seems to be winning out. There might be 7% of the negative naysayers, but other than that, the rest of the people, the other 93%, feel good about the 5th-year option happening for Miami. I'm happy. I'm ecstatic. You're not going to get a cheaper price on such a great talent.
Oh, and besides that, why would you not remember last season? I mean, come on, the first half of the season, they're talking like he's going to be MVP and this and that. He had career highs last season. It was just amazing. And you can't forget that. The talent is there. The brains are there. The functioning together is there. Hey, a few injuries, it happens to everybody. If you could not give this man another chance, you just should not be in football. That's my opinion.
Okay. So we have free agency coming up, and one of the names that I really like is Derrick Henry. Now, last year, Derrick Henry was running behind the 32nd ranked offensive line, but he still got 1,538 yards and 13 touchdowns. Now, imagine having something or somebody like that on our team. I believe a big back like that would complement our wide receivers in the fact that they wouldn't know whether they'd have to play defense on the run game or whether they're going after the pass game. You put 4 wideouts out, and you put Henry in the backfield, what are you going to cover? You don't know whether you should cover the run or the pass. Because if you cover the pass, then Derrick Henry's going to run right through the line. If you cover the run, then you have 4 wide receivers, including Hill and Waddle, that you have to worry about. So adding Derrick Henry could be a major factor. I don't know that they're going to, but it would be a nice to see kind of thing for me. Can you name any players that you think you might want?
I think we've got Tremaine Edmonds going up there, and that would be not only a fabulous fit. Just think about 24 years old, 6'5", 220, linebacker. We need 2 times Pro Bowl, 2019, 2020. He's got, 66 solo tackles last year, sacks 6.5, forced fumbles 2, interceptions 5. I mean, he's just great. His numbers are really consistent, too. He can really call the defense, range, length, speed, ball awareness, and coverage ability. He showed a lot of that at the end of the season last year, playing in the wild card against the Dolphins. You watch that video, you can really see it all coming together. Hasn't had that, he's had some problems, injuries, but always was well worth it. You know, that hurt shoulder that he had, still playing great. He recognized he needed some improvement, and he quoted this, and I love this about I need to continue to develop and bring fundamentals to practice. And when we can get down to those fundamentals, and I think that's really going to be our strength here, everybody getting together and just starting and gelling from the fundamentals, not all the foo-foo. He was still key in the Bills when he was injured, and that shows brains and his peers around him trusting his skills. Even if he's a little hurt, he'll come back, and you invest in those people. Is he overrated? Some people say he's overrated, but I don't think so. And he's really young, and that's fabulous. If you're going to invest in someone, he's started at 19, drafted so young. He's really it's going to be an important acquisition if we can get him. Absolutely. He's a class act. McDermott actually at the combine giving him praise this year. Just to watch him mature and grow on the field, off the field, has been a true joy to coach. He's a class act. That's what you need. Coachable. You need to be coachable. You need to be able to get, take all your veteran advice and everything and look at the team he's going to be coming on. You know what, people? It's not the fans' bandwagon anymore. I think it's everybody else the players want to be on. The Fins bandwagon. People really wanting to be on the Dolphins. In January, he wanted to stay a Bill. Then February, he knew he couldn't. He wants to be in Dolphins country. Who doesn't these days?
Yeah, I like Tremaine Edmunds, especially the fact that we need a linebacker. And he is the right age to go into that. And a lot of people think we should bring in somebody else from the Buffalo Bills, and that would be Poyer. I like the idea of Poyer and Holland together on the field. Talk about a dynamic duo for Vic Fangio. That would definitely kick things into gear for them.
Oh, absolutely. That was Eagles, Browns, Bills. He's got with him, he's got the great instinct. He's able to read the quarterback. And I think that is going to be such a great key because, you can't really, that's one thing with Tua, he's so quick sometimes. But if he can read him, we've got it all together. He's a smart athlete. That's why the Patriots are looking at him too. Very smart athlete. You can't fake that. He doesn't make mistakes other people make, and he can play the man coverage and, importantly, zone coverage. He has experience in both, making him versatile so he can go back and forth should you need, because we might have some.
And Vic likes the 6-8 zone, so 4-6-8 zone, so that would be really nice.
And he said he's got some other stuff in the works too, so maybe a versatile player like that absolutely will fit into those new schemes that might come out. He's an elite talent and intelligent, and that's fab. That's gonna fit well. We need that caliber. We don't want just people at this point. Building, we need some caliber. And there's a veteran, there's a veteran. You got young Poyer and Edmunds. I think that's the direction we need right there. I'm totally in for those two, and I'm looking forward to it. And they were the Bills, and to get them from the Bills is just a little slice of pie on the side. I don't know. Coming from the Bills, I like it.
Coming from the Bills. So 2 players. Kelly likes 2 players that the Bills have. Well, that's a good point, because if we pick up these players, you're also diminishing the Bills' effect to play against us by picking up those 2 players. I like the idea of it all. I think Miami is going to do great in 2023. Everybody was talking about the quarterbacks, and now the 5th-year option's been picked up, so I don't need to listen to anybody about that. I'm tired of hearing it, to be honest with you. People, get over it. Tua is the starting quarterback 2023.
I wanted to mention one thing with Poyer. He came out in 2021, let everyone know about his alcohol problems and this and that. I won't get into it if you want to look at, he's got a great podcast, but 3 years sober this week. And I just wanted to mention that because that shows some integrity and character and someone that wanted to help himself, not only from his family, but for his career, and knowing that and getting the help. He does a lot of work with at-risk youth and reaching out on all his platforms. He opens up for anyone to talk to him for help. And he's constantly, he said, thousands of people contacting him, just a little inspiration and some help. And I wanted to mention that as a, kudos. Good job, Boyer. I thought it was important.
Okay. So that's all we have for you this morning. We want to thank you for coming out and joining us this morning with your cup of coffee. Maybe you're having your eggs, who knows. But we appreciate you coming out. This is about our 4th or 5th show that we're trying here on Twitter. So if you're following on YouTube, smash that like and subscribe button. And as always, fins up.